Hello everyone. As a marketer, you need to know market demand curves, how to read them and how to utilize them while deciding your pricing. So today we will learn how to optimize our product price based on market demand curves. So let's start. Market demand curve is basically a representation of price and demanded quantity. So as you can see here, this is the price of your product and this is the demanded quantity from the market. Basically, if your price is at this point, the demand of quantity is at this point. If you drop your price from here to this X point, your demand will increase from this to Y point. And even if you further drop your price from X to this point, your demand quantity will increase from Y to this point. So mostly if you drop your price, the demand for your product will increase. And this is a representation between price and demand, the relationship between them. Basically, at a price of X, you can sell a total amount of Y of your products. So let's draw a demand curve and understand the concept better. Let's imagine that you have a product company and you are selling your product at $20 for the first week. So as you can see here, there are 4 customers: Tony, Jess, Mel, and Ozzy. For the $20, Tony buys 2, Jess buys 3, Mel buys 1, and Ozzy buys 3. So total demand for your product at $20 is 9. If you drop your price to 15 for the next week, you see that Tony buys 4 and Jess buys 5. Mel starts to buy 4 and Ozzy buys 4. So total demand for your product at $15 is 17. You're selling 17 at $15 price. And accordingly, if you drop your price furthermore, you see higher amounts of sales, higher amounts of demands to your product, and ending up with higher amount of demand here in total. If you further drop, you see even higher amount of demands and you see higher amount of overall sales on your product. And you get these data, as you remember, a market demand curve was the representation of price and the demand quantity. And you're putting these values to this graph as $20 demand by 9, 20 demand by 9. If you drop to 15, your demand increases to 17. If you drop your price to 10, your demand increases to 25. If you further drop to $5, you see that your total demand for your product is 32. That's good. So now we have a demand curve. But what we are going to do with this demand curve? We get it, we draw it, but let's understand it with our 9th exercise. We will use this demand curve to find the optimum price point for our product. So assume that your cost for your product is $4 per sales. What is the best price that you should sell your product? Let's calculate. For $20 per product, you are making 20 minus 4, which is your cost, a $16 margin. And you're selling 9 of these products and you're ending up with $144. This is your overall margin from the products, from the sales of 9. For $15, your margin will be 15 minus 4 per product, which is your cost. So 11 multiplied with 17, the total amount of sales at $15 price point, it will end up $187. You will make the same calculation for $10 as your product margin per product is $6 multiplied with 25, ending up $150. And for $5, as you see here, you're making high amount of sales, but your margin is only $1 because your cost is $4, and you only make $32 if you sell your product at $5. Based on the overall money you make as your margin, $15 is the best price. It gives you the balance we mentioned between your product margin and the sales amount, the people willingness to pay that amount for your product. So you should be selling your product at $15 starting from the 5th week. You will see the highest revenue from your sales. So as you see here, using the demand curves or running some experiments as changing the price and observing the market demand can help you to identify your optimum price. And if you can identify your optimum price, you can make the best revenue margins and you can get the successful business. Thank you so much. See you in the next lecture.